Hi, my name is Ron Miller and welcome to Vaquero Valley Ranch and Cattle Company. Together with my wife Nye and my son Logan, we raise 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef on the hills and ranch here behind us. We sell our product locally in Central Oregon at the farmers markets and a few stores, grocery stores in town, and also we do ranch direct orders at our house in Tumalo. We do packaged meat from 1 pound packages of ground beef all the way up to the whole cow and anywhere in between, from 25-pound sorted beef boxes to 50-pound boxes, quarters, halves, and wholes. We deliver a lot of beef or we make deliveries in Central Oregon, so we could kind of include that in the price. I get a lot of questions about our beef and our product, and especially about our name. And we call ourselves Vaquero Valley Ranch and Cattle Company, and there's a reason we do. And I'm from Eastern Oregon, and my family history is ranching in Harney County. And of course, Vaquero in English is buckaroo, and my dad was a buckaroo. My grandpa, my uncles were all buckaroos. And there's a Hall of Fame for buckaroos in Winnemucca, Nevada. My dad and my grandpa are both in it. And when the Vaqueros came to Eastern Oregon, they brought large herds of cattle from California for men like Pete French, Henry Miller of Miller & Lux Cattle Company. And when they came to Eastern Oregon, their ideas followed them. And these ideas about handling stock and horses were accepted by a lot of ranchers in Eastern Oregon. And it primarily was because of the low stress, and the way they handled them was with patience. And in our day and age today, patience is a lost art. Food has to be done fast, internet has to be done fast, cars have to be done fast. If you don't have cell service, you get in a big panic. Everything has to be fast. Well, the Vaqueros practiced patience, and my dad and my grandpa also practiced that patience, and it passed it all down to us kids. And so I'm trying to do that here. And so for us, particularly our cattle, it takes about 24 plus months for them to reach an age where we can process them, where nowadays with grain and corn, you can cut that process down to 16 to 18 months. So the stewardship that the Vaqueros taught the ranchers out there was also very important, and it was, again, it had to deal with patience, and they had a way of looking at nature and working with nature so that when an area was grazed, they didn't graze it for today, they grazed it for next year. So they would move the cows accordingly and save feed for years to come. So their stewardship 150 years ago is now what we call sustainable farming. And what they did 150 years ago, we now consider organic. And so we do everything here organically. We can't say we're organic because that's the USDA's word, and they own that. But we don't use hormones, we don't use fertilizers, pesticides, antibiotics. We don't do anything to accelerate the whole process. We don't corn or grain our cattle at the end. So it's been really a lot of fun to kind of practice these values that the Vaqueros taught to my dad and passed down to us. And so hopefully that'll answer some of that question. Another question I get asked a lot is what type of cattle we use here, and they go, oh, do you use Angus, or oh, do you use Hereford? And frankly, in this environment like this, purebred cattle don't really work that well. We need a hardy cattle that we cross Angus with Charolais or Brahma and Beefmasters, something that'll get out and really see the country and forage for a living. And when they come back off the range, they have a really nice big fat calf off of them. And the registered breeds, they just don't fare so well in these conditions. It's pretty tough. hard, hot summers and long, cold winters. So behind us there's hay fields, and we raise all of our own hay here. So that none of the feed that we get ever comes from someplace else unless it's just a dire straits. But mainly we raise it all right here, and the cattle graze on these hills around us. So hardy cattle is what we raise, not any particular breed. Like I said earlier, we try to do everything sustainable and organically, and so we can provide a superior product for you, our purchase. When we sell meat to people, we're not trying to sell you one time. We're trying to build a relationship and a friendship so that you can come back to us and you can come and talk to us. And we want people to feel like we're local, and if they want to come out here, they can come out here. I always tell people, if the gate's open, I'm around, so come on out, or you can call or email, make an appointment, and come on out and visit, and I'll show you around. It's always fun to meet people and show them around out here. So I hope I answered some of the questions, and hope to see you and meet you and make friends with you in the future.